The Phantom Brigade, the worst murderous reaching group in the history of Hunter x Hunter, aka the Phantom Button, is resented by Kurapika for slaughtering the Kun Korta tribe and taking their nuts, but many of its members are dead, and most of them have Mechan's jacket that makes their deaths memorable. In this article, we will introduce such dead members of the Phantom Brigade and their final days. If you watched this video and thought this was shocking, give it a high rating. If there is a character who was particularly memorable, please let us know in the checkpoint. One great scene: Kurapika's perception. The number 10 day of the man in the castle, the first character in the brigade to die in the work, with a look reminiscent of a ribbon lion, an institution with Simon et al. Style fighting doctrine, and as it looks like, he is a power fighter. He has the physical strength of the first, plus an indomitable mentality that remains unshaken even under torture. He was involved in the massacre of the Korta tribe and was the object of Kurapika's anger. In order to confirm that his chain could not be broken even by the most powerful member of the 10 troop, he captured the most powerful but himself as the first target and beat him to a pulp with the chain jail. In the end, he was put to death with a judgment chain in his heart, and despite the fact that he was presented as a very strong character, with a body that neither chains nor rifles would work on, the Lord Kusagogen, and he was able to defeat Nasty Beast all by himself, he could do nothing in front of Kurapika, and died easily. This is one battle where we got to know the earth of Kurapika's strength and determination. 2 other works, he uses his ability against scene strategy. For Baku, who was killed by Judgment Chain, also of the Phantom Brigade. It has the ability to read memories by touching the opponent with a member. 2 of the Honkatsukiri, he was able to extract memories about Aram's personality and weaknesses, but he was taken hostage by Kuro and had to make the ultimate choice between taking Kuro or talking about the chain bastard's personality. He decided to rescue the leader even against the rules of the brigade. Baku's ball of information about Kurapika was kept quiet, and on the condition that he felt the magic of Chloro, he would free Kuro's by putting a chain through his heart. And finally, he saved Kurapika's information in exchange for his own life and trained his friends with all his thoughts in his head. He was the most important character in the battle between Kurapika and the brigade in the York version, and he chose to die for his comrades, who were not considered to be killing machines. In the York Newcomer, he played an important role regarding the standing of the guard, although he did not directly participate in the battle by copying the eyes of the favorite of the handicapped goods, finding the whereabouts of the saved, and disturbing the eye of Killua in the form of Jet's shield for the building that was used as his hideout. In the disastrous Hunter x Hunter, where many characters are brutally killed with their large eyes peeking through the gaps in their long hair like Satoko, the scene was not even depicted at this time as an afterthought, and the character was simply killed. In Volume 34, Hisoka and Chloro. After Hisoka's fight with Chloro in Volume 34, the all-out war with the brigade was the first time he was targeted for death with dignity. He went to the public restroom and never came out. When Kirito and Pio Shernaku were about to go looking for him, Hisoka appeared with the head of Ortapi and threw it at Saryugawa Kuku. It was then that the true face of this Tapi was revealed for the first time. 4 Chalonurse, who is secretly killed by the evil team of Chalet, is the number 6 of the Phantom Brigade, a member since the beginning, and is a research-oriented ability holder. He is in charge of gathering information within the brigade and has a hunter's license, which allows him to gather information about hunters from hunter sites. He is a member of the brigade with a clear mind and calm judgment, and is trusted by Black. Because of this trust, he has the role of commanding the brigade when Kuroro is not present, and he follows the members without complaint, making him an indispensable member of the Phantom Brigade in a position like that of Chief of Staff. Chalmers' human ability is to hold a cell phone in Black voice by himself, and by stabbing the other person with a needle that serves as an antenna, he can manipulate the other person as he wishes. There are 2 modes of operation, and you can move them as you wish. You can choose between a remote control mode and an automatic operation mode where you can have it bark at you automatically. This is such a frame of reference for Shale, but this one is also secretly killed just after we were killed in Volume 34. His appearance when he died was impressive. He was placed on a swing and hung from above, and he was left in the cruel state of being hanged in a clearing. Hisoka lied and infiltrated the brigade, but we picked up on the fact that he had joined the brigade. Hisoka is still alive today, but he died once, so let's look at how to enjoy him. Although Hisoka did not achieve his long-cherished dream of fighting Kuroro in the Conscience arc, he did battle Kuroro in the Sky Arena in Volume 34 over time. Kuroro used the plots as well as the voice gallery fake 3 Ant-Man to hunt down Hisoka. Although Hisoka had been the image of the strongest character, he was defeated before Kuroro, the leader of the group, and in the end, he was unable to escape from the 4-way explosion caused by the puppet and died in a burnt-out state. Hisoka was nursed back to life by the town, but just before he died, he used the Chiyomaru mask after death to expand and contract his own heart and lungs after death and succeeded in reviving himself. He also had a battered body and lost his chest, but he reconstructs it back to its original state with a surprise texture and makes a full recovery. Die with a terrifying life force. Hisoka, who comes back to life even after death, may still never give up his position as the strongest character in Hunter x Hunter. This time, the author Kishi-sensei, the author of No Variations, has clearly stated that all the members of the Phantom Brigade will die. 5 people have already died, but when will they all die? I also wonder about Hisoka's statement that there are 10 more, but that's all for this issue. We will be reminded of this in the next investigation. Waken Ruler.